Good evening, YouTube. You guys are now watching another segment of TheCaliEffect. I'm here with Vegas' very own, which consists of Leo Play Strong.
Yo.
Oh my God, I hate you. And I'm also here with D Fish Fan.
Hey man.
Hello.
Hey, I'm Jesse Pinkman. Mr.
Okay.
Gus Fring.
Anyways. Yeah, wasn't he supposed to be Heisenberg?
Heisenberg.
Yeah.
Heisenberg too.
No, he's
just like at times I'm Jesse Pinkman.
Yeah, whatever, nigga. Anyways, we're going to be doing a special series, a very, very special series I wanted to bring to you guys. It's going to be new. It's going to be called Spotlight Saturday. And for this Saturday, I'm going to be bringing to the Spotlight Archfiends. Just an amazing deck. It took us probably like 5 minutes to build it. We obviously didn't come up with an amazing build. We came up with a pretty good build. We left out a couple of odd cards that we should have.
Key cards.
Yeah, we never should have, like, for tour guides, for example. Why the fuck did we forget that card? Like, that card would have been amazing in here.
Well, you wouldn't think she's a fiend. You just know that she's special with another level.
We just know she's beautiful. That's
exactly. She's
the thing is, the bad thing was like, God, we need another level 3.
Yeah.
And then he was like, we should run any level 3 fiend. I'm like, no, it has to be an Archfiend monster so we can abuse with the field spell card. And then we're going through another one of my binders with all my hollows and stuff, and we see secret rare tour guides. And then D-Fish Fan's like, we should use this for Harris. And I'm like, oh shit, mind blown.
It's a fiend. Mind blown.
Mind blown, but yeah, let's get to her effect. It's pretty nifty. If this card is sent to the graveyard because of an effect or being destroyed by battle, you can add one Archfiend card from your deck to your hand, except for Archfiend Hyris. You can only use the effect of Archfiend Hyris once per turn. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I really don't care. But,
you get the gist of it.
Yeah. If she's attached as material and sent to the graveyard, that she gets her effect. That's stupid. And tour guide searches her.
It's one of those unique card wordings that actually works in your favor. It's very different, and it helps so much.
I mean, it kind of has like that Eclipse Wyvern type feel.
Yeah,
but it's still searchable through tour guides. So it's like, fuck your feelings. I'm gonna get me to the field. Even if she's negated face up on the field, as long as she winds up in graveyard, she's gonna get her effect. Foolish Burial is very live with her. Overall, I really think she's the key component to the deck.
She's pretty much a Sangan if you think about it. But she searches for Archfiend cards. Not just monsters.
Well,
cards.
Maybe more like, what's the level 4 in Dark Worlds? Snow.
Yeah.
More like a snow.
Kind of like a snow, yeah. You could say it like that. Just overall, I think this is going to be the most important card of the deck. I think it's the main card in order for you to get all your stuff. Next, we're going to be talking about a card. I thought he was like a godsend until I started playing with him. And he wasn't that bad. He was alright. But you know, it left a lot more to be desired. Archfiend Cavalry is a level 4 fiend monster of 1900 attack. His effect reads, if this card is destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can target one Archfiend monster from your graveyard, except for him, obviously. Special summon that target. It cannot attack this turn. Pretty good. But we got to get into the special thing that makes him so special. He's a 1900 beater.
Yeah.
He's a 4-star dark 1900 beater fiend with Archfiend in his name.
And that's without the field spell.
Yeah, the field spell is a big 2400.
Oh my God, 2400. Like, come on. 2400 just summoned from your hand. I mean, I think the only deck that can get that much hype is Tracking Rollers. With that 2400 Tempest summoned from my hand. And, you know, even Tempest has restrictions and stuff. But he's just overall just like, oh my God, even still. It's a couple of good things with him. Obviously, special summoning Hyros from your graveyard is still pretty good. Any of your Archfiends become viable targets, but overall, I really feel that this card is something special for this deck, allowing you to keep your field presence.
Yeah, the one thing that, I don't know if it's just because I'm so biased towards Gravekeepers and stuff, but I really do see some comparisons, you know, for Hyros, or however you pronounce that. This reminds me so much of when Recruiter came out in the TCG, and it turned a pretty shitty deck. Like, let's be honest,
GKs were trash. I mean, they were meta before, but
I mean that was so long ago,
and not at this type of hype that they were. When
exactly.
When
as soon as Recruiter hit the scene, it was pretty amazing. And this card reminds me of that so much. You can actually kind of see this card as like a spy in terms of the specials, and then there's also the level 6 that allows you to pop, which can.
Or he's level 8.
Level 8.
I'm sorry, we don't have the level 8 guy. Yeah. He's like 2000 attack. Or 3,000 attack, I'm sorry.
3,000 halves himself.
Yeah, when he halves himself when he's summoned, which is 2,000 under our field spell card. You can banish one Fiend?
Or is it destroy?
No, you can banish one Fiend monster from your graveyard, or Archfiend or something, to target one card on the field and destroy it.
Okay.
Yeah, but still.
See? So, like, you can combo that with your recruiter.
Yeah.
And search out any cards. So,
exactly.
like, I don't know if it's just, like, myself trying to find a connection to GKs because I love that deck, but I honestly see the potential in this deck, is what I'm saying.
This deck is fucking good. Like, that's the only thing I can really say. It's pretty dope. Like, it has so many stupid plays. And you know what really gets to me about this deck? It can use Errad and deck Devi.
Main deck.
Main deck.
If you need to.
Any deck that can main deck Errad and deck Devity and just get away with it is a deck by me, because I like viruses. I'm pretty sure Leo Playstrong likes viruses more than me, but...
You're not Kyber, you're Yugi. Stall out till you get your big beaters.
Alright, shut up. Anyways, you look like you got a virus. Let's get down to the next card. Falling Down. Wow. Oh my god. Like, when I read this card, it was like Snatch Steal. Activate this card by targeting one of your opponent's monsters. Equip this card to it. Take control of it. Destroy this card unless you control an Archfiend card. What? You're kidding me. I just read that.
You didn't know that?
No.
You have to have an Archfiend.
You have to have an Archfiend card.
No.
Yes.
Let me see this. This is the latest wording.
Yes, that's the latest wording. The common version said Archfiend monster.
You're right.
Oh my god.
So the field spell would...
Oh my god, that card just got more broken.
Yeah.
That card just...
That's pretty ridiculous. So you don't even need a monster.
Yes.
And you can automatically
just take it.
Brain control. Well, no, it's permanent.
It's permanent. That's what's like Snatch Steal. Pay 800 life points take 800 damage during the standby. It's not paying, you just take it.
Yeah.
But, oh my god, that card just became amazing. Like, that's worse than what it originally was.
Konami really wants this deck to be successful. That's all that's telling me.
Well, Falling Down came from Dark Crisis.
No, I know, but for them to update the wording like
that... change it like that, they must.
There's something that we don't know that they know.
Konami is known for having their hidden agendas. But I think Falling Down is actually going to be used for tributing a lot, too. Because of our big level 8 monsters, I think it's going to be used for tributing a lot. Yeah. Ultimately, I mean, you really can't synchro. I mean, the only thing we probably run is Effect Veiler. I can't think of any Archfiend tuner monsters.
Yeah, no.
At least right now. Exceed plays are still very live, but overall, this card just got like 10 times amazing. As long as I have this on the field, I can take your monster.
Well, I mean, we have so many high beaters that taking that one monster, taking that one defensive
it can
ball,
mean game.
That can be game, very easily.
It could. Mr. Playstrong, you got something to say? You look like you got something to say.
This deck trolls.
I guess. Next, we're going to go to Archfiend Palabyrinth. While we didn't find its effect that useful, keep in mind, we were forgetting some key cards for this deck. We were getting some very big key cards from this deck. Its effect reads, all Fiend monsters you control gain 500 attack.
I like that.
I love that. You can target one Archfiend monster you control. Banish one other Fiend-type monster you control. And if you do, special summon from your hand, deck, or graveyard, one Archfiend monster with the same level as the targeted monster. You can only use the effect of Archfiend Palabyrinth once per turn. Card's pretty confusing. I'll give you guys straight up. That card's kind of confusing.
It's just, there's no combos that just, like, scream out to you right away.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing that you have to look at it is that you can automatically turn any Archfiend on your side of the field into any other Archfiend that's the same level.
Exactly.
So, like, you know...
That's actually a rank 8 engine, or a rank engine.
Yeah, a rank engine in itself.
Yeah, so that's not... I mean, the second effect isn't bad, but I think the biggest reason why we would use this over Pandemonium, don't get me wrong, Pandemonium's amazing. That second effect of Pandemonium...
It's not bad at all.
When your monster is destroyed, add one monster with a level equal to or lower.
It makes everything a floater.
Yeah. Basically. But the only reason why I like Palabyrinth over Pandemonium right now is because of Falling Down. That's the only reason.
That's a great point.
Yeah. Well, that last effect, rank 8 engine, like you said, and the 500 boost, it's going to be really, really nice. You know, a couple of cards that scream out to me when I see this deck, Dark Necrofair.
Yeah.
Dark Necrofair.
Yeah.
Right. Banish those 3 monsters, special summon Necrofair. Let's take them. Let's take more of my opponent's monsters.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Like, that's so much control that your opponent's giving up right there, just with Necrofair and then Falling Down and
like I don't need my monsters to win. I'll use your monsters. Yeah, I think Dragon Rulers are gonna have they have a really big problem with decks taking their monsters, so they try to take them back. with Big Eye. But if you can stop their Big Eye and just keep taking their monsters, ultimately they lose because they don't get their monsters back to the graveyard. And then eventually the Dragon Ruler player gets a little frustrated because he can't banish the dragons that he would have since you stole them. And then they don't have enough targets in graveyard because of the dragons. Yep. And then you have their dragons, so they have to worry about their own dragons being used against them. I think overall that's just, it's going to get pretty stupid in here.
And then they're going to card the Scrub player and they're playing Dragon Rulers.
Shut up, Leo! You always ruin something. You're horrible. God.
I don't know, man. That just sounds like your opinion,
man. Yeah, sure. Yeah, whatever.
Ladies and gentlemen, the king of opinions, TheCaliEffect.
Yes, I am. But overall, this deck really deserves some type of spotlight. I urge you guys to try it out. And if you guys catch me doing a week of this deck, I don't really know what else to tell you. It's a pretty good deck. If you guys would like to see a week of this deck, please just let me know in the comments. Go ahead and play test it out. This deck definitely deserves some type of spottage in the Tier 2 ranking system. But thank you guys for watching Vegas' very own. Please like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy.